everyone, welcome once again to Checkpoint, and thank you so much for all you do for us here at Checkpoint. Thank you for sharing our videos, thank you for your likes, thank you for the comments. We are exceedingly grateful, and because of you our message is going farther and faster. Thank you for all you do for us. Today I'm going to share a very interesting topic on Checkpoint, and I'm sure you're going to be blessed by it. Stay tuned. Alright, today on Checkpoint, we'll be looking at a very interesting topic. And this topic is simple. Is he the right one for me? Is she the right one for me? So that's the topic. Is he or she the right one for you? That is our topic. Is he or she the right one for you? Now we see a lot of young people who are at marriageable age, and they have come to that point when they really want to get married and settle down, but they usually have this one problem, and that problem is always this: is he the right one for me? Is she the right one for me? And they sort of get confused because they do not want to make mistakes, and because of that they keep asking these questions, even to people who really don't have answers to their questions. So I would like to share a few points, about 15 of them today, that would help guide you on knowing if he is the right one for you or if she is the right one for you. But it is important that I know before I begin to list this point that there is no exhaustive list for you to know if somebody is actually right for you. What you have to do is that these are like guidelines, okay? These are just a few guidelines that if he's right there, if she's right here, and there, and then you have prayed about it and you are convinced, then you can easily go ahead and make that decision. So I want you to listen very attentively, because the points here will give you a pointer. It will help you to clarify if he truly is the one for you and if she truly is the one for you. The list, like I said, is not exhaustive, but it will certainly be a guiding tool for you to know if he is the right one for you or if she is the right one for you. So how do we know if he or she is the right one for you? Number one, he trusts you or she trusts you. There is trust. All right. Now, have you ever seen a situation where two people are in a relationship, and then the lady is always checking his phone to see, and she's always asking friends to go check him out to see? I had a very funny story about a lady who wanted to find out if her fiancé was faithful to her, and she now had to send another lady, one of her friends, to go seduce him. Well, when they were going through the process of trying to seduce him and the rest of that, the lady now found out that he was actually a nice person. Now, from the act of seducing her friend's fiancé, she started falling in love with him, and then she started showing him all her better good behaviors and character, and even confessed that she was here on behalf of his fiancé. And then at the end of the day, there was a lot of mistrust and issues, and that relationship collapsed, and the guy ended up marrying the one who came to seduce him. Very funny story, you may say, but then it is important that there is trust. If there is trust, you wouldn't need to test him with another female. If there is trust, you wouldn't need to be following her around. I've seen people say, oh, where are you going to? Where are you coming from? Okay, and then the lady says, I'm in the market, and the guy is like, oh, are you in the market? If you're in the market, snap the tomatoes, snap the crayfish in the market, so that I'll know you are truly the market. That is a high level of suspicion. And if you get married to somebody like that, and then imagine what the rest of your life is going to look like. So trust is very essential if he or she, if you're trying to find out if he or she is the one for you. So please, number one is trust. Without trust, there is no foundation, and without any foundation, what can the righteous do? All right, so it's important that you get to know that. All right, number two way for you to know if he or she is the one for you is that he or she brings out the best in you. He or she brings out the best in you. When you are with him, when you are with her, you are the best version of yourself. You speak your best, you act your best, you believe your best. You are not pessimistic when you are with him or her. You are always optimistic. You know, he brings out the best in you. She brings out the best in you. You know, there is this worst in every human being. All right, no matter how angelic you see a person is, there is still a lion in that person, and it depends on you what you bring out from the person. So every angel will have a satanic or a devil part of the person, depending on who the person is with. All right, so if you have a lady that you love and you don't treat her right, that same nice lady can become a knife in your hands, in your life. All right, and if you treat her right, that same lady that is nice can also become a blessing to your life. Same way goes for the males. If you treat him right, he'll become a king for you and shower you with the goodies that kingship comes with. But if you treat him wrongly, oh, he can become a hunchback instead of a husband for you. So please, it's important that you know if he or she is the right one for you by knowing if he or she brings out what the best in you. Number 3 thing you need to find out in order to know if he or she is the best of you is that he or she is not afraid to show you up. He or she is not afraid to show you up. So I have heard people in relationships say stuff like, we are in a relationship but we don't want enemies to know about it, so we have to keep it secret, we have to make it a little secret, we have to keep it hidden. Listen to me, don't involve yourself in any hidden relationship. Anything that people hide are things that are not good. All right, so if he loves you, he won't be afraid to shout to the whole world that he truly loves you. If she loves you, she won't be afraid to let her family members know that she has something to do with you. All right, so please let's try and stop a lot of these hidden secret relationships that are not healthy. If somebody is in a relationship with you, that person should be bold enough to come to that point where he or she is able to tell others, see, I'm in a relationship with this person and we're trying to work out something concerning our future. We're trying to see if this relationship is heading towards marriage. If I know you are not married yet, and then please let me put a clause to that. There is an extent where showing up gets bad. All right, don't show her off to everybody and then you have no plans of marrying her. That is very, very wrong. I've seen people who are not yet married, they're already changing their names on Facebook, they're already changing their names on social media. That is terrible, like very, very terrible. I don't know, it's not the right way to do. All right, and then we see others who are not yet married, they're already wearing to match clothes, they're already wearing same color clothes, same theme clothes, because they are just in a relationship. My question is this: if this is still a relationship, how many to match and same color, same coded clothes are you going to wear before you get married? Because it's possible that the first relationship did not work, the second relationship did not work before you eventually get married. Now, are you going to tell me that you have to keep wearing to match clothes with different people till you get the one that is right for you? So it's important that we calm down, that we do what is right. I know you are in love, but please take it easy. You are trying to make a lifelong commitment. You are trying to make a lifelong journey into marriage. So you cannot afford to behave anyhow, because you know that you have a future that is bright. And then, you know, one thing about social media, one thing about the internet, is that the internet never forgets. So no matter how many years old you think that post has been, one day to just bring it up, maybe on your marriage anniversary, it will bring up a picture of somebody you used to be in a relationship with before. Listen to me, you cannot accept anything. Many of you are currently in relationships with some tortoises, with some zebras, like you know, and then you are spending time with them and you are forcing yourself to make a decision, or somebody should make a decision with. Okay, some of you are even praying that God should make the relationship work. Meanwhile, God is not interested in that relationship, because He knows He has seen the end from the beginning and He knows that that relationship is not going anywhere. So it's important that you are physically attracted to him or to her. Don't marry somebody you don't love. Don't marry somebody you don't like. Don't marry somebody you're not proud of. It is because of this kind of thing that a particular woman, during the August meeting that women usually have around some cities in Nigeria, this woman called her own husband a driver just because he came to collect the key of the car in the house, and she left with the key, and he came to where the women were meeting, and he asked for the key, and because he was not looking as attractive as she wanted him to look, she quickly said that he was her driver, and that's terrible. That's the lie from the pit of hell. Such things shouldn't be. It is important that you marry somebody that you like, because you're going to spend the rest of your life with this person, and believe you me, you don't want to wake up to a face that makes you have nightmares. You don't want to wake up to a face that makes you have a bad day, or sleep with a face that makes you have nightmares. So it's important. Don't wake to a face that will make you have a bad day, and don't sleep with a face that will make you have nightmares. Please make your choice. And it is important to know that beauty is a function of choice. The person you might be looking at as ugly might be the most beautiful thing some other person has ever seen. So please, let's be conscious of that. So another way to know if he or she is the one for you, number 9, is that you feel alive in his or her presence. You feel alive in his presence. You feel alive in her presence. Your friendship is strong and meaningful. All right. If you want to know if he is the one or if she is the one, please look at how you feel when you are in his presence. Do you feel fear? Do you feel like he will soon leave me? Any relationship that you're in, and then you're scared that, oh, he will soon leave me, oh, she will soon leave me, I don't have to do this, if I do that, she will leave me, if I do that, that relationship is born out of fear, and anything born out of fear cannot last. It does not have a strong foundation. So please, it's important that you marry somebody that you have a good friendship with, right? You guys can laugh together, play together, jest together, kid around, and the person will take a joke for a joke and will not take a joke to mean something big. So that is very, very important. Remember, we're talking about how to know if he is the one or if she is the right one for you. Number 10 is that he or she treats you well. Remember, we're asking the question, is he or she the right one for me? You need to know if he or she treats you well. And very importantly, it's important that you also know how he or she treats others. A lot of people are in relationships where he treats you so nicely, but then he slaps his driver, malhandles his gate man, beats up all his sisters. Oh dear, it's just for a while. It will soon be your turn, because that is how he treats those that he's already familiar with. And very soon you become the familiar one. So be careful. Don't say, oh, she respects me, she adores me, but then she hates her father, she hates her brothers, she hates her people around her, she does not treat her best friends, she has betrayed all of them, and then you think you're going to be left out? No, that's not going to be the case. How they treat others is usually a function of how you will eventually be treated. Let me say it again. How they treat others is a function of how you will eventually be treated. So please be careful about how they treat you and about how they treat others, because how you know if he is right for you is how he treats others and how he treats you. How to know if she is right for you is how she treats others and how she treats you. So that is very, very, very important that you get to know that. Number 11 is that he or she accepts you wholly. You have to be in a relationship with somebody who accepts you, accepts your flaws, accepts your weaknesses, accepts your strength. There are guys, when they see you, all they are trying to do is to remanufacture you, to repackage you to look like their mother. See, you are not their mother. And if they really wanted to marry their mother, they would have gone home to meet her. You are not their mother, and you will never be. Alright? So it's important that you marry somebody who accepts you just the way you are. Alright? I had someone married somebody who was already a size 22, and he told her that our wedding date has been fixed, and if you don't slim down before so date, our wedding will be cancelled. So from a size 22, you're supposed to get down to a size 12 if you want us to get married. That is terrible. How would you even accept such a thing from the person? It means that this person does not accept you for who you are, and it is very wrong and terrible for you to marry somebody who does not accept you for who you are. Remember, both your scars, your flaws, every part of you is essential to who you have become. Your scars are a product of the things that you have survived. They are evidences of the battles you have fought and you have won, and that they show, they express the things that you can still fight tomorrow and win again. So please don't allow anybody to look down on you, whether or your flaws, whether on your scars, every one of those pieces of things in your life are part of who makes you unique, who makes you peculiar, who makes you extraordinary. I've seen a lot of ladies who try to repackage their guys to be like their father, and this guy cannot be your father. I remember when I was very much younger, before I even ever met my husband, I remember my father coming to school to tell me, oh, I'm coming to divorce you. It sounded funny because I was very close to my dad. We were so connected, very close. And then he said that I was coming to divorce you. I laughed it up, that was his way of getting my attention. And then when he came to school, he said, I actually came to divorce you. I said, we were never married in the first place. He said, yes, but in your mind, all you want to marry is a man like me. I said, absolutely, that you are the one. If it's not like you, I won't get married to the person. And my father told me something that changed my life forever. He said, sweetheart, I am a product of a process. And I said, Dad, what did you say? He said it again. I am a product of a process. When your mom married me, I wasn't like this. I got better over time. That is why I say I am a product of a process. And that day, my mind changed forever. Because I was using my dad as a benchmark for the person I must marry. And I said, if you're not like my dad, I'm not going to get married to you. And a lot of sisters were around me. I had discarded a lot of them because I just wanted every one of them to be like my daddy. But my daddy helped me and delivered me and actually divorced me that day because he helped me know that he was a product of a process and that he was not like that when my mom married him. He said that they had a lot of issues and while they were trying to fix themselves, while they were trying to get better, while they were trying to work on their strengths and improve on their strengths and improve on their weaknesses. And then I had to learn a lot from that one meeting my dad had with me while I was in school. So this same lesson I extend to you. Your wife to be cannot be like your mom, and your husband to be cannot be like your dad. They are different people with different backgrounds, with different temperaments, with different experiences, and they have come in a beautiful package just for you. But you have to figure out if he or she is the one. Do you want to live with all of who makes the person a whole person? All right. So still on, is he or she the right one for me? Number 12 is that this person believes you. Believes you. You see, you have to marry someone that believes you. If this person believes every other person they see out there and they don't believe you, there is a problem somewhere. At your level, at where you are, I know you have visions, I know you have dreams, I know you have aspirations, but if he does not believe you where you are and believe that from where you are you can get to where you want to go to, then he is not for you. If she does not see you in your lowly place today, in the place where you look like nothing, you have nothing, and you have nothing to offer, and then she believes that from where you are, that you have a place, a glorious place that you are going to, and she does not believe that. If she does not believe that, then she is not the right one for you. Over the weekend, we watched this movie, a Nigerian gospel Christian movie, The Train, and that it was like a documentary. No, not like it was a movie that documented the life and times of Pastor Mike Abamiloye, and we saw how his wife believed in that drama. We saw how the wife believed him from the very beginning, and that belief, even when he did not really believe in himself, helped him a lot to become all that he wanted to be. So it's important that you marry someone who believes in you when you have nothing, who believes in you when you are still down there, who believes in you when you do not look like your vision. Because most times when we have visions, our visions do not look anything like us. Our destination do not look anything like our journey. You know, the journey of Joseph did not look anywhere like the destination that God had for him. His journey involved the pit, his journey involved prison, but his destination was the palace. And then the palace did not look anything like the pit, the palace did not look anything like the prison. It's important that you don't conclude on people when you meet them in the journey of their life. It is important that you don't conclude on people when you still meet them in the journey, because the journey is not their destination. It is just a path through which they pass through in order to get to their destination. So please Marry someone who believes in you. If he does not believe in you, if she does not believe in you, then he or she is not the right one for you. So please take note. Number 13 on is he or she the right one for me is that he or she is not intimidated by you. To believe in you is one thing, but to be intimidated by you is a whole different ball game. Don't marry somebody who is intimidated by your success. Don't marry somebody who is intimidated by your beauty. Don't marry somebody who is intimidated by your breakthroughs and by your connections or contact. Don't marry somebody who is intimidated by what you do. Because somebody who gets intimidated, the next thing you see is envy. After envy comes a scheme of wickedness, a plan to hurt you. So please, you cannot get involved with that. Is he or she the right one for you? You have to know this for yourself. Don't marry a he who is intimidated with your success. Don't marry a she who is intimidated with who you are. Marry somebody who is comfortable around you, who is comfortable to be himself and to be herself and to feel vulnerable around you. With relationship comes vulnerability. You know, you come to that point where you know that you can be hurt, you can be loved as well, and you are not afraid to love. You are not afraid to relate to the person because of maybe previous faults or experiences of the past. You know, don't marry somebody who is intimidated with your success, who is intimidated with what you're going to, because in the long run it will conceive. And when it conceives, when intimidation conceives, it conceives envy. And when it delivers, it will deliver pain, it will deliver challenges, it will deliver evil schemes and plans. And all of this will not be very, very good for your relationship. Alright? So is he or she the one for me? Number 14 is that this person allows you to be yourself. It is true that we're getting married and that these rings are being put on the fingers and they have to stay for an entire lifetime. But the truth of the matter is that these rings are not handcuffs. They are not mini handcuffs. For some, they look like mini handcuffs, but they're not really mini handcuffs. They're just a reminder of the love that you both have for yourself. When we wed couples, we tell them that the ring, because it's an unending cycle, it's an unending cycle of love, not an unending shackle. It's not a shackle. It's not a handcuff. It's not something to keep you bound. You have to make up your mind to marry somebody who allows you to be yourself, who allows you freedom to express all that God has placed inside of you. I know a lot of talented, highly skilled, beautiful, great people who got married and then their shine dimmed. Their light got so dim and they are just so casual and ordinary. Meanwhile, they had tendencies to be extraordinary in life just because they got married to a wrong person. That won't be your portion. After you have said amen, do the right thing. Because saying amen is not enough. Knowing the right thing and doing the right thing is what will deliver you the best. So it's important that you marry somebody who allows you to be yourself. You can't keep explaining yourself to the person you are in love with. How long are you going to do that? Are you going to do this for the rest of your life? You can't afford to develop sickness because you just married somebody. You need a good marriage. You deserve a good marriage. You deserve that marriage that will keep your heart at rest. So please, I beg of you, marry somebody who allows you to be yourself. Are you a singer? Marry somebody who allows you to keep singing. Are you an actress? Marry somebody who allows you to keep acting. Are you a sinner? Don't marry somebody who allows you to keep sinning. Alright? So there is balance in everything that we are saying. I'm not saying that who you are, you remain who you are. You have to get better, alright? But then, if it's about your vision, about your dreams, about the aspirations and the things that you want to do, please marry somebody who allows you, who gives you liberty to be yourself. That is very, very, very important. And then, finally, number 15 on is he or she the one for me? Marry somebody who loves God. I saved the best for the last. Marry somebody who loves God. Listen to me, people. If he loves God, he won't treat you badly. If she loves God, she won't treat you badly. The first beneficiary of a husband that loves God is the wife. The first beneficiary of a wife that loves God is the husband. See, it's important that you know this for yourself. If he loves God, he won't get himself so drunk that he will begin to beat you up and tear up your body. If she loves God, she won't come to the point where she begins to relate with friends who are so negative that she begins to cheat on you. See, there are a lot of things that happen between married couples, and then you see that this is happen because they don't love God. If you love God, you keep his commandments. The way we know that people love God is not when they cry in church. No, that's not love for God. Love for God is not when he's lying on the altar and you're rolling on the floor. That's not love for God. Love for God is not when you go to church every day with your head bound and it's all smelly. That's not love for God. Love for God is not when you decide not to apply powder on your face. That is not love for God. Love for God is not when you wear a big suit and carry a big Bible. That is not love for God. If you love God, you obey his commandments. And if you obey his commandments, you will not be able to hurt the one you love. You will not be able to hurt him. You will not be able to hurt her. You will not be able to live your life anyhow. You will live it in accordance to principles of God. That is why it is so important that you listen to this video over and over again. In case you are watching us live and then you joined us now, please go back and listen to the video from the beginning, because there are lots and lots of pieces of advice and wisdom that will help you know if he is the right one for you to marry, or if she is the right one for you to marry. So we've been able to say a lot on this topic, and I know that it is not exhaustive in its sense because there are so many other points that should be added, but I believe that with these few ones, you'll be able to make a very good choice of a marriage partner. Alright, thank you so much. If you have questions, we'd like you to place them in the comment section below, and then we'll be right here to answer those questions. Do like the video, do comment, and do share the video. Send them to your friends and let them know that they can marry the right person in their life if they know how to ask the right questions. Alright, thank you so much for all you do for us at Checkpoint, and at this point, we call it a day. Thank you.